Great, welcome back. In this section we'll be talking about convective sigmets, thunderstorm hazards, which can include very strong winds, creating turbulence, hail, and lightning. A convective sigmet is serious. They are issued for severe thunderstorms with surface winds greater than or equal to 50 knots and hail that is greater than or equal to 3/4 of an inch. They are also issued for embedded thunderstorms and squall lines, and we know that a squall line is a long, narrow band of thunderstorms. The hail on the right is definitely larger than 3/4 of an inch. This kind of hail, it's going to put dents in your truck. And by the way, 3/4 of an inch is the size of a US penny. Here are two more examples of when a convective sigmet are issued. When a thunderstorm has heavy precipitation affecting 40% or more of 3,000 square miles. Also, they are issued for tornadoes. Any convective sigmet implies severe or greater turbulence. There may be severe icing and low-level wind shear. Also, a convective sigmet may be issued for any convective situation that the forecaster feels is going to be hazardous to all categories of aircraft. Thunderstorms are a convective cell of cumulonimbus clouds with lightning and thunder. The life cycle of a thunderstorm is roughly 30 minutes, and there are three ingredients for the formation of a thunderstorm: naturally convective current or lifting force, moisture and high humidity, and unstable conditions. Thunderstorms have three distinct stages during its life cycle: towering cumulus, or oftentimes we just say cumulus stage, mature stage, and dissipating stage. The mature stage is the most hazardous of the three stages. Here's a great example from the pilot handbook. This is a visual representation of the three stages: the cumulus stage, the mature stage, and on the far right, the dissipating stage. Take note of the 32° Fahrenheit dotted line going across the middle. Okay, let's break this down into each stage. The first stage, the cumulus stage, this is identified by strong convective currents or updrafts. It starts out as a warm bubble of air, and so naturally it's going to rise. The updrafts can exceed speeds of 3,000 feet per minute, and this speed prevents moisture and precipitation from falling. This stage lasts approximately 15 minutes and then moves on to the mature stage. This is important to note for the mature stage. It begins when precipitation reaches the surface, and it is considered the most violent stage of all three. Severe turbulence is created due to the warm rising air next to the cool precipitation-induced descending air. Below the thunderstorm cloud, the descending air from the thunderstorm cloud increases the surface winds. This also decreases the surface air temperature. Towards the end of the mature stage, the top of the cloud spreads out like an anvil shape. At this point, we know it's about to enter into the dissipating stage. Again, it is worth noting that the weather hazards reach peak intensity towards the end of the mature stage. That's important to keep in mind. Lightning is always associated with thunderstorms. All right, the dissipating stage, wrapping this thunderstorm up. Downdrafts are embedded within the area of precipitation, and there is decreasing updraft with less moisture. Soon the precipitation tapers off and ends altogether. The convective cloud gradually vaporizes from below, leaving only a remnant anvil cloud. This is a great graphic showing the three stages of a thunderstorm. All right, let's wrap this section up with microbursts. They typically have a very short lifespan, 5 to 15 minutes, and they have the most severe type of low-level wind shear. Wind speeds may be greater than 100 knots and downdrafts as strong as 6,000 feet per minute. Microbursts are fairly small. They have a horizontal distance of around 1 to 2 nautical miles, and the vertical distance is usually less than 1,000 feet.